These are going to be Christmas festivities. If there's something we missed, this was pre-made. I added a few because that I knew were for sure. But if there's something that you and your family do or you and your friends do, Christmas time, winter time, let us know. I'll rank it. We'll find a picture for it. We'll add it. But we've got quite a bit of stuff here. These are like festivities. I didn't want to do Christmas food specifically because I feel like I talk way too much about food on this podcast when I'm by myself. Maybe that's a look. Maybe that there's a pattern there. Maybe it's because food is an escape for me. That's all the therapy. What do we got? What's first? Advent calendars. I think Advent calendars are awesome. I think they're fun. Lego Advent calendars. When I was a kid, I knew somebody. Reese Rankins was on this podcast a long, long time ago. He was the first person I ever knew in real life that had a Lego Advent calendar, and I thought it was the coolest shit. I thought about maybe stealing it from him. I was thinking about it. I'm like, this is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life. I wish I had that. Since then, I have gotten a couple Lego Star Wars Advent calendars. I did not get the one this year, but they are really cool. I think Advent calendars in general are fun. Coco, who's been on the show a bunch of times, I know she's doing one on, or she's doing like a countdown. I think it's an Advent calendar on TikTok right now. I just think they're fun, dude. You get like a little something every week, and it's different. And if you get a themed thing, like I think that's cool because it's like, it's going to be something you like because you like the theme. But I think Advent calendars, dude, I got to say, I haven't done them that much, so I don't know if I could put them in an A, but that's a high B. That's high B tier. Advent calendars are legit. They're cool. What do we got? Building a snowman. I have built snowmen before. I've never really been super happy or proud of any of them. I think it's fun. I just don't have a lot of experience doing it well, and maybe it's not meant to be done well. I don't know. I'm going to put it at C because it's cool, but I just never had good snow gear either. Like, I don't know, just the whole situation. It never worked out for me personally. I could see if you put that one higher, I'm not going to argue with you. What do we got? Just candy canes in general. Just them out here. I like mint in general, so I like, that's a point for the candy cane. Peppermint specifically, maybe lesser so we could take away a half point. But here's the thing. If we're talking candy canes in general, the sweet tart candy canes, pull up a picture of that. I need people to see this. I got these in school a couple of times. Sweet tart? I think so, yeah. Sweet tart candy canes. I don't even know if they still make these, dude. But this is crack. These are so good. These are stupid good. I might have to go buy some after this. Though they are legit. And technically that's a candy cane. So I'm going to put candy canes in B as well. In B. I can't go as far to say A only because regular candy canes are kind of fine. Okay, what's next? Caroling. If you actually Christmas carol, unironically, I think you are a little scary. I think I'm choking on my own hair. Jesus Christ. I think you're scary. But I'm not saying, I think there's probably a world or a situation in where I could have fun Christmas caroling. I think that it could be fun. But I think people that do it are a little insane, and that's why I'm a little insane, and I'm kind of right now, maybe I'm in a good mood. I'm thinking like I could do this if I had the right group of friends and we did it ironically. I could do that. But I'm gonna put it at D. It's not that it's fucking weird. It's in general. Like to go to people's like, what are they doing it for? You do it for nothing, right? You're just doing it to spread the Christmas cheer. Yeah, that's fucking insane. Christmas, out of all the holidays, has the most fucking diehard fan. Christmas is the Taylor Swift of holidays, bro. You got some crazy fucking fans. Crazy fans. And that is a diss. What do we got next? Christmas cards, we'll say. Christmas cards, I think, are fun. When friends do them, when there is any, and I mean any, pressure at all on them. I've had shit with by family where it's like, oh, we gotta take a picture for a Christmas card, or oh, when are you guys gonna send your, like, maybe some family, my like personal family does not do Christmas, like we don't make a Christmas card. I don't believe. I don't know if we ever have, but I have heard the comment from other people of like, oh, do you guys sending out a Christmas card or you whatever? I do think there are. If you're a tryhard with the cards, I think that's weird. I think it's kind of lame, but I think they can be fun. That's what's tough about it. I think I have a soft spot for Christmas, so I like a lot of these things, even though on principle I don't. I'm gonna put it at D. Put it at D because it's not. I think most of the time they're lame, but with friends stuff, I think they can be all right. All right, what's next? Christmas movies. Christmas movies are good. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I think Christmas movies are good, dude. The Grinch is legit with Jim Carrey. Home Alone. Honestly, I didn't even like Home Alone that much. I think it's good. It's a good movie, but I was never like obsessed with it. I think A Christmas Story. The You'll Shoot Your Eye Out Kid. I think that movie is awesome. It plays all day on TBS on Christmas every year, and we just have it on all day. And yeah, I love that one. So I'm gonna put Christmas movies are S tier. Christmas movies are S tier. What are other good Christmas movies? The Grinch, A Christmas Story, Santa Claus movies are good. Even like other IPs will just do like a Christmas special or something, and those are always fun too. Like Christmas is legit. We've never taken a Christmas picture for a card. Yeah, see, that's exactly why, because it's weird. All right, what's next? Presents, gift giving, and gift receiving. I do feel awkward receiving gifts most of the time, but I love giving gifts. I just like doing it. I like surprising people. I like that moment when you're thinking of, like, you want to get someone a gift, but you don't really know what you want, and then like either the epiphany of something popping into your head, or like maybe you're out shopping or browsing and now on the internet, and then you just like see it and you're like, oh yeah, that's them. Like, ooh, and then the anticipation, you're like waiting for them to open it. You're like, oh, they're gonna love this. They're gonna love this. They're gonna love this. That is really fun. And I know you can get that with birthdays and stuff like that, but it's just nice being able to do that on Christmas, especially you kind of get it like it's sort of like supersizing everybody because it's everybody's birthday. It's like it's Jesus's birthday. I put it at A. Put it in A. Maybe that's a pretty American answer, I think, putting gift giving at A. What's next? What is it? Oh, you're putting something in the chat, so you can't see. Decorating the tree is next. Okay, decorating the tree. I did not decorate a single tree this year, but I do think Christmas decorating is fun. When I was a kid, we used to love the tinsel. Did you guys ever use tinsel? Do you know what tinsel is? Tinsel is this, like, for people that don't know, it is usually metallic-y, like plasticky string that you sort of just kind of throw all over the tree to like look like icicle, kind of sparkle with the lights of the tree and whatnot. I did enjoy doing that. I enjoyed decorating the tree, and we all had like our own box of like, my siblings and I, that is, we each had like our own box of like ornaments. So it was like these ones were mine to put on the tree. These ones were my sisters. These ones were my brothers, and that was always fun to do. But yeah, I don't know. It was like it was a tradition for a while. It was like, oh, we're gonna put up the tree. So we get a glass of eggnog, put up the tree, and that whole thing. It was just fun. I don't know. I think it's good vibes. I think setting up Christmas decorations, specifically a Christmas tree, that's A tier. That is, in general, A tier. What's next? What do you got now? I can't see him. Cookies and milk.
There's the Santa hand. I don't know.
Okay, is it like leaving cookies for Santa? Yeah. If it's leaving cookies for Santa, that's weird. I get why people do it. I believed in Santa, I guess, for a couple years, but I never, even when I was fully bought in, I never was subscribed to like we gotta leave him cookies. I just think that's a weird exchange. I mean, I respect it. It's like a polite thing to do. I guess he's like bringing you gifts and whatnot, but I don't know. If we're talking about cooking cookies, like baking and stuff, I think that's cool. But we're talking about leaving it out for Santa. You can put that in E. I don't really care. What's next? Elf on the Shelf. We never did this shit. I didn't even know what it was until I started working at Target. I'd never really heard about it until then. I understand it though. He's supposed to be like watching the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then like it's sort of like a all-powerful, watchful elf to help hopefully make the kids act better in the lead up to Christmas. I get that. I respect that. So in theory it's okay, but I never did it, and I just don't care enough. I'm gonna put it in C, I guess. C is fine. What do we got in the chat here? Not gonna lie. What do we got? Does everyone open one present at a time as a family, or everyone opens them all at the same time? For personally, I think it's cooler if you go around. I think it's cooler if you go. This is how you should open presents this year. You start either at the youngest or the oldest. You can rotate each year. But, let's say we start at the youngest person. They open a gift. Then you go to the next oldest, and then so on by age. And then you go back around. So you're just kind of like in a big loop. And each person opens one gift at a time. Because then everyone gets to see that person open a gift. Because I think it's the whole point of gift giving, or the part that I like, is seeing that you like the gift. So I want to watch you open it. Otherwise, if we all just open at the same time, guess what I'm doing? I'm sitting there. I'm not opening shit because I want to watch people open the gifts that I got them. If everyone's just ripping that shit open, you don't get that. So I think it's best if you go around and it's like one person at a time opens one gift. I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I think that's more in the Christmas spirit of things. Let's see what else we got in the chat. And would actually be holding back tears when you would keep throwing it on the tree. Oh, she's talking about the tinsel. Shout out eggnog, though. Okay, we got to try. We're trying this next week on the podcast because I just saw a clip of it. People are doing this year, they're doing eggnog with Dr. Pepper. And that sounds fucking weird, but I bet it's kind of good. I loved eggnog as a kid. Right, I had eggnog a few years back, and I thought I was going to puke. And since then, I can have like a little bit of eggnog every year. Like I'm like, ooh, this is really good for like a few sips, but it's not something that I want to just drink. Like I used to like, me and my siblings would probably, if we were smart enough, figure out a way to like overthrow my mom if that meant we could just have all the eggnog in one night because it was so good. And she withheld that shit. She was like, you get a glass and an Oreo. It was like a couple Oreos. Or like if we made gingerbread cookies or something, it'd be like you get one cookie and a glass of eggnog for putting up the tree. And that was a big deal. I savored that shit. That's like people love whiskey. People love like Blanton's. They love like, their Woodford Reserves or whatever. Pick an expensive bourbon. That was my expensive bourbon. Was eggnog at Christmas time. Let's get through some more of this chat here before or should I keep going through that? I don't know. All right, not going to lie, my family are all adults, but we still leave cookies for him so my mom can have a midnight stack. I guess that is respectable. That is respectable. I don't know if I would do that to my kids. So I'd probably just bake myself some cookies and eat them. Okay, wait, and I put out carrots for the reindeer. That's crazy. One of my aunts or great aunts would give us reindeer food at Thanksgiving on like a little baggie and told us to go spread it in the yard. And it was like nuts and corn and random shit. Yeah. Okay, wait. How I do not fuck with Elf on a Shelf. Yeah. It's not. It's def a northern thing. The elf, we don't do that shit down south. I like watching other people open them, but I don't want them to watch me. What do we got? Dr. Pepper is just barbecue Sprite. Whoa. That's kind of fire, bro. Barbecue Sprite is kind of awesome. That's a good visual. What do we got next? All right, let's get through the rest of this tier list. We'll get through the rest of this so we can get out of here.
I don't know if this is like holiday bread.
That looks gross. Put it at F. Dude, holiday pies from McDonald's though. Pull that up. Pull that up right now. We don't gotta add it to the tier list, but we gotta let the people see it. Let the mouth water for a little bit. Holiday.
Recipe.
Check this shit. Mmm. Tell me that shit don't look good. It's so fake looking, man. But I remember the first time I had one, I was in a Walmart. They had a McDonald's in this Walmart. I was with my mom, and I tried that shit, and I was like, God damn, that's good. I've since had one, and it's, again, I've said this a bunch of times on this podcast, but the longer time periods you go without McDonald's, the more it tastes like toxins when it goes into your body. The more it tastes like toxic waste when it goes into your body. So I don't know if this would be good anymore, but I did love it back in the day. That looks terrifying. That looks disgusting. Take that off the screen. People are going to throw up. What else we got here? What else we got? What's next? Gingerbread house. Gingerbread houses and gingerbread cookies are goated. I know some people don't like gingerbread, but here's the problem. I'm going to tell you guys how I make my gingerbread cookies. If we make gingerbread men, I got the gingerbread, right? I'm taking Pillsbury frosting. Full layer. Pillsbury frosting. Then I'm taking Reese's Pieces. Okay? Full layer Reese's Pieces. Then we go back to the frosting. We put frosting on top of the Reese's Pieces. Got to cover it completely. Then we go marshmallows on top of that full coverage. Okay? Then a little bit more frosting on top. Then eat that shit. So good. I wish I had a picture. of what I would do. Maybe I'll do it this year. You do have a picture of it?
It might take me a minute.
Okay, well, you don't have to pull it up right now. But yeah, dude. I mean, you might, honestly, if you're pre-diabetic, don't do it, but it is good. It is probably the way that they were meant to be had. Maybe gingerbread isn't that good, but when you do it like that, it makes it all right. What do we got next? So you can put, let's put that at A tier. I think gingerbread houses. Making the gingerbread houses is cool too. Honestly, those kits you get from the store, though, if you buy one from Target or Walmart or whatever, I've never had a good experience making those. Maybe I'm just not skilled enough, or maybe I haven't tried hard enough. But that shit never sticks together, and that gingerbread tastes the worst. That tastes the worst. You gotta just make actual gingerbread cookies. They're way better. What do you got? Hot chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Hot chocolate is always fire, not just for Christmas. Put that at A tier. What is next?
Letter to Santa.
I never did that. Did I do that? I think I wrote one year. Did I? I can't remember. I think it's a good idea. Maybe we did do that. I can't remember. I think it's a good idea. Is the best thing ever? No, put it at B. I think that's fun for kids, probably. What is next? Seeing Santa?
Mm-hmm.
I saw Santa recently, and those clips are going, they're doing all right now online. I was excited to see Santa. Because I genuinely thought when I was growing, I was like, oh man, if I tell him, I thought that I could tell him the truth, and I didn't have to tell my parents what I wanted. Is this the cookie? Yeah, this is my cookie right here. I think this is one that I did with chocolate chips because we didn't have Reese's at the time. Pull this up. Switch to number 1. Can they see that?
Can you zoom in on it?
Oh, that's my cookie.
So
So there is you can see there's gingerbread underneath, and then there's a layer of frosting, and then it looks like in this one, because I didn't have Reese's Pieces, there's chocolate chips, and then I put a layer of frosting on top of the chocolate chips, so I'm trying to get no glare, and then I put marshmallows on top. Oh, it's so good. That's how I like them, though. Yeah. Hey, I know that cookie not good. No, that cookie is fucking real good. I think going to see Santa is essential. I think that's got to be B as well. I don't know if it's the best thing ever. And a lot of kids cry. I will say, I think it's weird that so many kids cry. I always thought those kids were weird. I think my brother cried one time. I think the first time he went, he cried. I can't remember. What's next?
a mistletoe.
Mistletoe. I don't know. I feel like Christmas time does not have me that bricked up. Like apparently it has some people. I feel like mistletoe is a fun concept though. So put it at C. Put it at C. I think it's fun. I always think it's funny in like a movie or a TV show when like it's very clear that one of the like there'll be like Jennifer Aniston and Friends will be underneath it, and then it's like the maintenance guy, and she's like, no, not happening. I just always those are always funny little gags. All right, what's next? The Salvation Army people, dude, fuck them, bro. Fuck them. Get out of my face. I can't afford these gifts I'm buying. I'm putting it all on the credit card right now. I'm walking out of Walmart. I just put fucking $300 of shit on my credit card. And they're like, can you spare some change? Can you spare some change? It's like, no, bro. Fuck no. That's a religious organization as well. Right? I believe so. Put that at F. And it's disrespectful. It's so shitty. It's always like the times you see them, it'll be like fucking sleeting. It'll be like sleet rain. Like smacking them in the face. The coldest day. And you feel so bad. Like you have this human instinct. If you have empathy, you have this like instinct to want to give them something. You're like, oh, that looks so bad. But you're like, no, you know what? You fucking chose to put that stupid fucking apron on. Fuck you. Sorry. I don't know what just happened. Secret Santa. I'm doing a Secret Santa. I'm in a Secret Santa this year. I think Secret Santa is a cool concept. I'll give it a B. I'll give it a B. What's next? A snowball fight? Ooh. I've never had a really fun snowball fight. I've had some okay ones, but I think in theory they're better than they actually turn out. Maybe I just also never had, again, the gear or the friends to do it with. Put a snowball fight at C. It's fine. It's cool. Christmas ugly sweater. Oh, dude. Turtlenecks, Christmas sweaters are fucking swag. They just are swag. Put it in A. Because it's like, those items, I love clothing items that are so dumb that you can really only wear for limited points of time of the year, which maybe that's wasteful. I don't know. But it is fun. I have a couple turtlenecks that maybe I'm also just not confident enough to wear, but around the holidays, I've worn them on this podcast around the holidays because I'm like, you know what? It don't matter. No one can make fun of me. I can just say this is an ugly ass sweater. It's fun. I don't know. It's fun wearing ugly stuff sometimes. We should snowball fight Yana. Yeah, maybe we'll set up a big detox snowball fight. What is that? Stockings? I think stockings are cool too. I do think stockings are good. Put stockings in A as well. I think stockings elevate the gift opening experience. What do we got here? Eggnog, the goat that I've gone back and forth on over the years. I gotta try it again, but let's put eggnog in B. That's where it stands right now. Me as a child would put that in S tier. I'm just saying that though. Going to see Christmas lights. So like, you guys ever been to one of those like drive-through things? You see all the lights, or they do like walk-through ones too. Or I guess we could throw in like seeing snow sculptures with this too. I think that's cool. It's usually too fucking cold for me after like 10 minutes, so it's not the best thing. Put it in C. I feel like this is one of the more positive lists I've done. To be fair, I feel like I'm usually a lot meaner on these lists. What do we got next? Making cookies. Okay, Christmas cookies in general. I do think Christmas cookies are pretty good. I think usually dessert-wise, Christmas is pretty solid. You can put them at high C. Put them in the top of the C. They're good. They're good, but like, are they better than? I did put candy cane. Yeah, you can put it in B. You can put it in B. B. That B is getting full. What's next? White elephant. Okay. I think white elephant is a fun idea. But the issue is you have to have some structure to it. So you can't do white elephant. You can switch to 1 because I might rant on this for a minute. You can't do white elephant and it all be trash gag gifts. You can't do that because one, it's a waste of money because like no one's gonna use any of this shit, and then two, it's like there's no fun in switching. The whole point. So I feel like if you're gonna do a white elephant, you have to have a reasonable price range, so nothing too expensive, but also like there, maybe like $20 to $50 as the gift, because there's some chance like you can still get something that is like a gag gift that's funny, but maybe it has some use. I know one year I got in a white elephant, I got a mug that looks like a toilet. So if you drink like hot chocolate in it, it would look like poop water, whatever. Personally, I didn't use it. I think I ended up using it again in a different gift exchange thing. But like that's something that someone could use in theory. Like it's not like the most useless thing ever. Kind of useless, but not the most useless. Whereas like, but there might be also with that $50 price point, like someone might get something actually good. You need to have like 80% of the gifts, maybe 70% of the gifts be like legit gifts, like a pair of nice gloves or like socks or a bottle of, okay wine or something. Like there has to be things that like people would want to trade for. Otherwise, if everything's just trash, there's no point in like stealing someone else's gift, because that's the whole point of White Elephant. If you guys haven't played, is essentially everybody brings a gift that's gonna be in the White Elephant, and then what happens is you go around after everyone's picked one, and everybody opens a gift, and you see what everybody has. Actually, I think it goes. You start at one, someone opens it, and then the next person opens, and essentially, as each person opens, they get the chance to switch with somebody else, so they can see what. Like I can see. Let's say you got a fucking iPod, for instance. You went before me. You got an iPod. I open up. I get the fucking whoopee cushion. I'm swapping with you, but the issue is, the next person's probably also going to swap with me. So what happens is after an item has been swapped 3 times, it can't be swapped anymore. Usually how it works. So it's a fun game, and there's like some strategy involved, right? And like you could switch to get something that someone else wants because they have what you want. Like it's a whole thing. I don't know. It's usually full of people trying to screw each other over and get the best gift, and it's just kind of fun. But it doesn't work if everything is garbage. So that part of it sucks. White Elephant, I'm gonna put in C, because it matters on how it's done, I think. What do we got here? If White Elephant is only stupid gag gifts, I'm airing the whole place out. Yeah. What do we got here?
I'm trying to save it.
Don't save it. Let's pull it up. Let's just pull it up. Yeah, that's our list, guys. That's our list. I think the only thing I can't believe the only thing I put S tier was the movies. I don't know. I think that's fair though. I like a lot of stuff about Christmas.
Hey, thanks for watching there, guy. Click right over here if you want to see that episode in its entirety. Or you can click over here and subscribe to the channel. See all the other fun shit we do here. It's really up to you, guy.